Caribbean beckoned to Lisa and me, so we decided to take a 10-day vacation on the island of Barbados. Our destination was the Crane Resort in the St. Philip Parish on the southeastern coast of Barbados. With roots stretching back to 1887, the Crane is the oldest resort in Barbados and one of the oldest in the Caribbean. There we experienced a phenomenal view from our balcony suite overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Drove off the resort and headed to Bridgetown, the capital of Barbados. Once there, we stopped at Miami Beach to walk through the sand and listen to the ocean. Then we headed over to the George Washington House.
Welcome to George Washington House and the Garrison Tunnels, part of our UNESCO World Heritage Site, historic Bridgetown and its garrison. Here you can learn about the fascinating story of George Washington's visit to Barbados in 1751.
The George Washington House is where the future president stayed in 1751. He was 19 years old at the time and traveling with his half-brother, Lawrence Washington, who was suffering from tuberculosis. George Washington contracted smallpox during his stay and was nursed back to health at the house. Barbados is the only country outside the present United States that George Washington ever visited. We also traveled to Bathsheba Beach in the St. Nicholas Abbey. Bathsheba Beach is normally breathtakingly beautiful. Unfortunately for us, we got the massive seaweed rolling up onto many of the beaches. And what at first glance looks like huge boulders washed up on the beach are actually rock formations broken away from ancient coral reefs. The St. Nicholas Abbey Heritage Railway was built in 2018 and gives tourists a journey through the plantation grounds on a steam locomotive. We rode past the St. Nicholas Abbey Great House, around the lake, and through a mature mahogany woodlands. The tour culminated at Cherry Tree Hill, an elevated point offering breathtaking island views of the island's rugged east coast. St. Nicholas Abbey is a plantation house, museum, and rum distillery. The house was built in 1658 and has always been a sugarcane plantation house.
Ballast bricks. Now this tree, ladies and gentlemen, is called the sandbox tree. Some people call it monkey no climb. What the monkey does not climb, we do not touch, because it doesn't climb it for a reason. And if you look on the trunk, you'll see why. You see those spikes? If you lean on that tree and it pierces your skin, you're going to get an itchy burning sensation. The only burning sensation you're supposed to have up here is right here, when that alcohol hits there, okay?
Barbados is widely credited as the birthplace of rum. The first commercial sugarcane crop was planted in Barbados in 1640, but settlers had already been harvesting small crops to create a popular local beverage called Kill Devil, an early ancestor of rum. In 1983, a steam mill was brought to St. Nicholas Abbey to restore the mill as a visitor attraction. The mill was restored and recommissioned in 2006. Our last excursion in Barbados was dining at the Fish Pot restaurant in St. Lucie Parish. This restaurant is part of a converted fort that sits directly on the beach, and the open terrace dining area looks out to the ocean beyond. St. Lucie is the most distant part of Barbados from the capital city of Bridgetown, and is one of the less populated parts of the island because of its remote location. Crane Beach is located right below the Crane Resort and was our local beach. The surrounding cliffs and foliage gave us a remote atmosphere, making it perfect for relaxing. The coral reef creates a natural harbor, providing a safe swimming area for us. We thought the name Crane originated from the bird, but we found out it came from days gone by when a large crane used for loading and unloading cargo from ships in the harbor below the resort was permanently situated at the top of the cliffs. The only downside to the beach was the mass of seaweed rolling up onto the shore, a harbinger of the miles of seaweed currently heading to Florida beaches.